If you use our content without our express written consent, we will come after you.
My staff has marching orders to take down the videos of the people who use my material without my permission.
These two dumb f***s tried striking a bunch of channels.
Talking about how they were going to punish people.
Attacking smaller channels that can't defend themselves.
His account got mass reported.
Little alpha males are getting tired of being called out.
The way they've reacted is like a bitch.
Reality is you guys is dog shit people.
This is what they do to protect their scam image.
Just some sleazy ass fucking shit.
If you guys didn't have clout, nobody would with you.
I reached out to Myron to find out why in the world would you do that.
And I'm glad that y'all motherfuckers showed your hand.
I'm a goddamn attorney.
So if you guys didn't want us to cover you, now we definitely will.
Don't know that you're very good with women, like, and you were a player back in the day.
Yeah.
Like everyone thinks, oh, you know, he has a great LTR.
My own girlfriend has had sex with a lot of men. Devin has ridden the carousel. She has a lot of guys.
Donovan will attempt to report this video and get it taken down, and it's bullshit.
And guys, and this is funny, when I lost my first of 2 YouTube channels, guys were telling me, go to BitChute, go to here, go to there.
So there you have it. That's Donovan Sharp admitting that 2 prior YouTube channels were deleted by YouTube, terminated, banned, lost. Here is his current channel, over 110,000 subscribers, all these views. This is no less than the 3rd channel he's had. The prior 2 were terminated by YouTube. This one by him, and any YouTube employee can easily review this and find out that it was operated, run by Donovan Sharp. It was all about him, just like his new channel. This one was banned for severe violations with hate speech. And this one was banned for severe violations with spam, deceptive practices, misleading content. Surprise, surprise, right, guys? So any YouTube employees watching this, put another notch on your belt.
Your haters crying on YouTube about those copyright strikes. I don't know why, though. Kevin Samuels does the same thing. I'm glad. Now the haters can stop these reaction videos. They need to chill.
Yep.
All right, I'm just going to make this announcement. If you use our content without our express written consent, we will come after you. All right? It's a business. Y'all want to make hit pieces and all this other stuff? You can't make hit pieces without being ready to get hit back. The thing that they're mad about is that we're not going to give you the clout and mention your name. We're going to have the lawyers do the work behind the scenes and hit your pockets. So it's your choice what you want to do. If you want to make more hit pieces on us with false information and slander us, because we made a 5-hour video refuting all these claims that were made, and you're going to continue to try to ride that train and make money off our name, cool. That's fine. But there's going to be consequences to your actions. We are going to pursue you guys legally if you come after us and make false allegations, use our name for clout or whatever it is. If you're going to make hit pieces, you're going to get hit back. But the problem is that you're not going to get hit back by us on video. You're going to get hit back by the lawyers, and they're going to hit your pockets. So make a decision on what you want to do when you want to make videos and hit pieces on us. Y'all want to clout chase? Cool. But now it's going to come at a cost. It was not fun in games all before 2 months ago when you guys were making these crazy allegations.
Yep.
Now that we're fighting back, there's an issue. Nah, we're going to take everything that we need to do from a legal perspective to come after you guys. Once again, if you use our content without our express written concern, we will come after you. All right? So it's up to you guys what you want to do. You want to make hit pieces? Cool. You're going to get hit back.
So these 2 dumb fucks, you know, the Amru Fraudle and the Simp CEO, the fake CEO, for abusing the copyright system on YouTube, they tried striking a bunch of channels. Big channels with 1.5 million subscribers, mid-sized channels like the Lead Attorney. They basically tried to delete these channels. For anyone watching who doesn't know YouTube, like the strike system, like me and Paul here have to worry about, if you get 3 strikes, copyright strikes or 3 community strikes, they'll delete your channel in a heartbeat in 90 days. These fucking assholes, because they're so butthurt and they're so bitchy, they want to cross all of YouTube for anybody criticizing them and falsely reported copyright strikes, like 10 at a time. They filed 10 against a fucking attorney. A fucking attorney, right? They did 20. Look at this. They did 20 against Abba and Preach.
Yeah,
in one channel.
They might as well go slap Conor McGregor. You know what I mean? Like, go start a fight with a seasoned MMA fighter. I mean, it's amazing to watch, man. It's sad.
And to clarify for the people watching, had YouTube not paid attention, because these are big ass channels, they usually do pay more attention. Had this happened to a bunch of smaller channels, like yours channel, 10,000, some subscribers, you just get your channel deleted. because you'd get 10 strikes, which is way more than 3, and they would just instantly delete your channel. This is one of the loopholes in YouTube to with channels and get them deleted.
And you know, this copyright system is supposed to be used to take down direct rips of other people's videos that add nothing to said video. And for them to abuse it in this way is a big no-no in both the unwritten and written rules of this platform.
These copyright trolls, the people that would abuse fair use, because they know you're probably not going to sue, or you're not going to defend yourself. Fair use under U.S. copyright law, such as it allows for limited use of copyrighted content without permission if the purpose of is to provide commentary, criticism, or parody. I mean, quite honestly, this is exactly what, for example, movie reviewers use. This is why we get news agencies that are able to play clips. Fair use is very, very important and must be protected.
What Fresh and Fit have done here is I hate to say this because I do like these guys, but the way they've reacted is like a bitch. They went under the table and tried to copyright strike and get other channels struck down, get their videos removed, get their channels demonetized because they didn't like something that was said about them. And they didn't like that their content was used to set up an example of somebody that wanted to use against them. So if Fresh, if Fit, if you guys watch this, I got nothing but love for you fellas, but you f***ed this one up bad and you handled this one really wrong. And going after other content creators in this way, it makes you look like a scared, weak bitch.
The sad reality is in my experience on YouTube here, it always seems like for some reason it's just the men, especially the men who claim to be like alpha red pill, that end up getting like the most emotional about shit. You lied. It was funny you lied. That's why people reacted. You copyright striking 3 of our videos means that our channel could have gotten permanently terminated. For your reporting of our fair use reaction to your hypocrisy, you were willing to terminate our channel. All that is besides the point. You know you fucked up. You admitted that you fucked up on the internet multiple times this year. Yeah. You haven't changed whatsoever. Reality is you guys is dog shit people. You're the exact type of people we like to laugh at and make a point of.
Let's just call it is what it is. You are out here allegedly scamming people, trying to get money from desperate men who don't have sense or direction in their life. So what you're trying to do is prop yourself up on this pedestal, and as soon as people pull the fucking rug right underneath you all, because it's nothing but bullshit, as soon as people do that, now you're threatening termination of the entire channel because you're trying to remove all 3 of the videos that we made about you all. And now people can't even dislike the bullshit that you all are to try to tell everyone else that what y'all are doing is allegedly scamming people because you're living lies. Hey, it's not my fault that you live a lie like that. I know y'all are insecure. It's crazy how y'all keep saying everybody, you're alpha, big alpha. But it's niggas like you all who always try to silence somebody and try to move things around. And we know y'all niggas are emotional because we saw how y'all react, not once, not twice, but on 3 separate occasions to other people calling you out on your criticism. Y'all niggas got all loud and rowdy.
They didn't have this attitude for a year, and now they do. Little alpha males are getting tired of being called out. For those of you who aren't on YouTube much, he's basically going against YouTube culture to try to shut everyone down. Literally any YouTuber you talk to will see this behavior and think he's a piece of shit, if they didn't think that already. What's awesome about this clip is I'm having a lawyer drafting a legal letter right now, which we're sending to YouTube, notifying them that Fresh and Fit are clearly abusing the copyright system.
And then I was scrolling through the comments and I saw that Spencer Cornelia also got a copyright strike yesterday from Fresh and Fit. Interestingly enough, luckily I didn't get a copyright strike, but what did happen yesterday, oddly enough, is my Instagram got randomly deleted. That's weird. This happened to my friend Alex from Playing with Fire. Before his Instagram account, he hasn't been able to get it back. This was like months ago. And he told me that his account got mass reported. And I have a feeling that this happened to my Instagram account as well. I don't know why Fresh and Fit went after my Instagram. Maybe it was just their fanboys. But considering that we all got basically attacked yesterday, I mean, it had to be a coordinated thing.
And again, like, this is what they're doing. They're literally self-destructing because their fragile egos can't can't handle criticism. Okay, so he responds, again, we have a legal team on this. They know the laws, and YouTube has copyright stricken those channels because the lawyers found a legal basis to do so. No, you found a bunch of lawyers who are going to take your money and just cater to your whims and engage in these frivolous lawsuits. In the end, and this is already happening, a lot of the people who got the channel strikes have already won the appeal. YouTube has literally already said, like, hey, we know you're doing some frivolous fucking shit, and we actually need you guys to supply proof that people are violating your copyright. So YouTube is already onto them. So no, it's not because the YouTube found a legal basis. It's because they're taking your money and they want to show you something for it. It's like, oh, let's just submit these appeals. You got some intern in a law firm who's just like filing off a bunch of these appeals. If you continue to mention us, I will have my legal team go through your videos and act accordingly based on the law. Please do. Make hit piece on us at your own risk. Never made a single hit piece on you. Always been very fair and objective. I agree that other content creators have, but I've never made a hit piece on you. You will be warned and you will no longer monetize at our expense. And this last thing is so laughable because he thinks it's all about the money. He thinks about monetization. First of all, every single video I have on Fresh and Fit is demonetized. I did that on purpose to show that this is not about the money. This video will also be demonetized. Again, it's not about me making an extra $50. It has nothing to do with money. Secondly, my business model has almost nothing to do with YouTube ads. It's a very, very small percentage of my revenue. And thirdly, like, again, you think this is about the money because everything for you is about the money. It's not about the money for me. This is about drawing attention to some sleazy ass fucking shit that you're doing.
But I'm gonna say this off the rip. I'm against censorship. And to my knowledge, they're also against censorship. So it was a surprise to me when I seen Playback's video talking about Fresh and Fit are trying to flag them to get them taken down and get their whole channel deleted. That didn't make any sense to me. I reached out to Myron to find out why in the world would you do that? And without disclosing the DMs, because y'all know I don't do that. If I have a conversation with somebody, it's going to stay there unless I get their consent to put that information out. Either way, Myron is saying, okay, I feel attacked. People are attacking me and coming up with all these crazy allegations. And if they're using my content to do that, then I'm going to flag them and get their channel taken away from them. I'm not having it. And I can kind of understand that. But here's my criticism to that. If you use controversy as your marketing strategy, people are going to respond to that controversy. That's just how it works. You can't tell men to not be simps and then the co-host of the show is simping. And then when he gets caught simping, you say, okay, that was a part of the marketing strategy. It was all just a troll. Okay, if it was just a troll and it was a part of your marketing strategy, then when I react to that video, I'm giving you exactly what you want. I'm promoting your channel. Isn't that what you want if that's a part of your marketing strategy?
If you guys didn't have clout, nobody would with you.
Facts.
You talking about you have game? You have no game. You got a podcast that gave you clout, which is the only reason why anybody even talks to you. You're ugly, period. You're not intelligent. You can't talk. You got no game. You're not alpha. You're literally a walking contradiction.
As smart as these motherfuckers seem to be, bro, you gotta know. If you know you're not using this correctly and you're gonna make this much noise with it and go after the biggest accounts, the smallest accounts, because they saying some negative about you, you got to know that's gonna come back to bite you in the ass. You got to. You know what I'm saying? So like for all the simps in here that's like following Fresh and Fit, you know what I'm saying, just sucking all types of Fresh and Fit dick and following what the hell they got them saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, they did this to themselves. Nobody is hating on them. Nobody is kicking them when they down. Nobody is trying to tear their down. They calling them on their shit.
Think about it. For this many channels to have the desire to call somebody out, you are clearly doing something to evoke this kind of a reaction from all the channels.
If I use your content for 20 seconds, you better believe I'm using it under fair use. I'm a goddamn attorney. Are you kidding me? I'm an attorney. We're concerned that some of the information you have provided may be fraudulent. Right? And what did the attorney sign? Y'all remember what the attorney signed? Let me show you what the attorney signed again. Remember what the attorney signed about the fraudulent? What did the attorney sign about the fraudulent? Let's take a look. What did the attorney sign? Right here. I understand that abuse of this tool will result in the termination of my YouTube account. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like YouTube is on the trail. You want to avoid termination of your channel? Take this shit back. Take this bullshit back where it came from. come over here with this bullshit. YouTube is not playing, guys. YouTube is not a game. So many people are on here, oh, he was trolling for content. So many people come on, oh, you know, this was an experimentation. This was an experiment to get clicks and views. Keep playing with YouTube. Keep f***ing playing and see what happens. What did the paralegal, this 22-year-old paralegal, I don't know how old she is. Let's say she's 22. The goddamn paralegal is not giving up so easily. I want to fight. She wants to fight. Can you imagine, guys, if you put all of that hard work into the hands of a 22-year-old that wants to fight the YouTube team? One paralegal against the YouTube team. Do you want your channel in her hands?
Do they know what alteration is?
Hey, the lawyer's getting paid. He's making his money. Do not argue with what the lawyer's saying. The lawyer's just trying to stretch this out. Yeah, what he just said makes no sense. Without alteration, by definition of us cutting in and interjecting, we've altered it. Potato brain.
All of this could have been avoided, but
I agree.
Play, let's go.
I agree. So now that we got the green light, I got a bunch of their videos already locked up and edited, so we're going to be dropping those. So if you guys didn't want us to cover you, now we definitely will. They tried, they swung, they failed, and YouTube is now looking into them for potential termination. So, hey, man, I warned them. I swear to God, I warned them. I said, guys, don't do this because it'll come back on you. Because I know their content, and I know if YouTube takes a look at their channel, it won't last long.
No, of course not.
But hey.
You want everybody to notice you, motherfucker, then I notice you now.
All right.
Sorry.
You wanted that notoriety? You got it.
All these fuckers that are scamming you, that are misleading you, that are wasting your time. This is what they do to protect their scam image. Notice how Spencer Cornelia, for instance, he attacks countless guys, but it takes a special kind of piece of shit to come and make it a big thing, okay? So for those of you that don't know, Derek Moneyberg is suing Spencer Cornelia. Then we have Fresh and Fit, who are now coming after Spencer Cornelia. They're countless people. Okay, they've thrown copyright strikes at everyone. They didn't throw one at me, but because they knew I'd come 100x over the top and go full scorched earth on those dumb fucks. Okay, and I've got a lot of money and can afford a lot of lawyers and would fucking squash them like a bug and make it very public.
Listen, I hope you bring that clout over here, bro. Please bring some of that copyright chasing strike fucking clout over here so I have a legitimate reason to come after you. But listen, Doug, in all honesty, I think this is a move, and I'm glad that y'all motherfuckers showed your hand because this is... There's nothing else that better exemplifies what the hell we've been talking about, okay? These are the same fucking idiots that claim to be the fucking top dog, alpha dogs, right? The most in control of their goddamn emotions that you can freaking find, yet they can't handle the fact that people are criticizing their bad ideas, right? This is crazy. So let me get this straight, all right? You can go ahead and react to other people's videos when you're doing your little bullshit segments, right? But then when people react to the viewer videos on the actual bullshit that you're spitting on, now it's come to find out you guys want to do the copyright strike. Come the on, dude. And you know what else is funny? Because I don't buy this. Listen. Like I said before, bring some of that strike over here, bro. I'm gonna need some of that more. Some more. Just slowing down over here. We're gonna need some more shit. Okay, strike the channel. Okay, I dare you to. Nigga, here's the thing with these people and guys like this, all right? They don't like to be called out on their own ish. They don't like to be called out on their own buffoonery. I mean, even on their own fucking private Reddits and chats and whatnot, as Coach Whitepill exposed the other day, right? When they were talking about this, they even banned people in their own fucking subreddit groups, dude. These guys understand that the crap that they're preaching is complete false, and they're only in the business of selling you guys a dream.
Fresh and Fit initially made a post on their community tab talking about how they were going to punish people if, you know, they don't want to, if they use their content. That post has been removed. So they ran like some little girls, which is what they do. They ran like some hoes. They put the community tab up there, then they deleted it once they found out that they lost. What I'm going to tell you is this: all that tough talk about people got to pay, those copyright claims will be retracted in the next 7 days, because there's no way that these guys are going to lose 507,000 subscribers. So they're going to also out and take away those claims too.
As you might have also guessed, I am one of the small channels that has been hit by a fraudulent copyright claim coming from the Fraud and Fit gang. No aspect of these guys are fair. In fact, Myron doesn't want anything to do with fairness. Let's see, their entire concept they took from me interviewing girls, although I did not encourage them to intoxicate the girls and confiscate their cell phones and ambush them with topics and subjects that they weren't given beforehand, and all under the rhetoric and talking points of Rollo Tomasi, which is also someone else's concepts, ideas, and material. So it doesn't surprise anybody that they would be attacking smaller channels that can't defend themselves the same way they attack women on their show who also can't defend themselves. And if those women should defend themselves, well,
it's honestly an honor for me to be able to, like, I was watching this guy right a year ago. Now I'm working with him and I'm able to, break bread with him, which is an honor. So, so next question, Donovan, because a lot of people, I want to talk about this. We talked about it on my Gaines podcast a few months ago. People don't know that you're very good with women, and you were a player back in the day. Yeah. Like everyone thinks, he has a great LTR.
Devin has a high body count. You think I don't know that my own girlfriend has had sex with a lot of men? Devin has ridden the carousel. She has f***ed a lot of guys. She has cheated on boyfriends. She has done that. I am withholding sex from my girlfriend until she loses weight. We're getting ready to go to bed the other night, and my girlfriend takes off her clothes. She normally sleeps naked, and I'm looking at her body, and I'm like, something's a little bit off. Devin's a spoiled brat, guys. I call Devin a food snob all the time. Any man who marries a woman past the age of 23 years old, you're getting leftovers. She gave all of her best sex to the alpha cads. That's what happened. I misled my audience about Devin's age, but I did that for privacy purposes. Now you guys know that I'm a lawyer. I'm sorry. Now you guys know that I'm not a lawyer. However, I've been through this process several times on the Myron Gaines end, so I know exactly how this works. I did this with Southern Israelite. I copyright strike 7 of his videos. YouTube denied 2 of them and upheld 5. Subsequently, Southern Israelite lost his channel. So here's how this works. How can I put this? The YouTube copyright complaint process is all about making good faith claims based upon a reasonable belief and not simply harassing YouTubers, right? Like when a complaint is submitted, if after a first review, if YouTube's team does not agree that a copyright infringement has occurred, they respond informing you of such. And I've gotten plenty of these emails. They'll say if you don't respond to this email within 7 days, or don't respond with any substantive information, your YouTube account may be terminated. Right? You may be able to avoid termination if you retract your takedown request. If you wish to do so, please reply to this email with, I hereby retract my claim of copyright infringement. I've gotten 8 of these emails. 7 of them was because of Southern Israelite. 1 of them was because of Guste.
Donovan Sharp decided to copyright strike me. Weird flex, but go off. How are you going to copyright strike someone when you are explicitly talking about me? Like the clip that I took from you is about me, darling. You wouldn't have that content if I didn't exist, bitch. So what are you trying to do here? I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to scare me or something, and it's not working.
No, when you use someone's videos, you have to ask them permission first, number 1. Number 2, if you want to stay away from a copyright strike, you alter the video somehow. You speed it up, you slow it down, you change the colors, you add graphics. Come on, like this is YouTube 101. Like, you're supposed to know. You are supposed to know these things, Ms. Janice. As a YouTuber, you are supposed to know. What, all of a sudden now you're going to ask someone? I was curious if you know if that's copyright or not. Like, Guste, that's on you, sweetheart. Like, again, listen. I'm responsible for the copyright for the copyright strike. I'm not going to run from that. My staff has My staff has marching orders to take down the videos of the people who use my material without my permission, except for a few people on a list. They have marching orders. I pay them for this. If we take a look at the IG story here on Myron's, this is Myron's Instagram. Right? So if we take a look here at the story on Myron's Instagram, YouTube is not deleting their channel in 7 days. You can see the conversation right there on the screen. And so based on this, it appears that Myron's attorneys made the complaints in good faith and followed the protocol for making their argument in compliance with YouTube's policies and law. This is the normal process. And again, I know this because I've done this several times. This is how it always goes. This is how it always goes. So the fact that Myron's channel isn't going to be deleted says to me that his law firm probably successfully retracted the claims that YouTube denied. Listen, man, my results speak for themselves.